pioneer dishes have come out of the backwoods and onto restaurant menus.
You don't know what it is, so you just say Pergu.
Preserving old standards takes patience and persistence.
It's not as easy as it looks to roll an oyster. It takes years of practice.
These are the unique foods that define a location, and the legendary pleasures we'll travel halfway around the world to eat.
Everything's better in Kentucky.
I'm Andrew Zimmern. This is Louisville, another delicious destination. Louisville, the city where thoroughbreds come to race in the famed Kentucky Derby. It's where bourbon was born. Those who follow the trail start their journey here. This is where sluggers don't just swing bats, they create them. Louisvillians take pride in the fact that so many great American institutions and foods have their roots here. Few things are more synonymous with Louisville than the historic Brown Hotel in the heart of downtown. People come from near and far for a world-renowned sandwich appropriately called the Hot Brown. Roasted turkey, tomatoes and bacon, smothered in Mornay sauce.
It's just like a big skillet of warm, cheesy goodness, and it's got bacon.
Today, versions of Hot Browns show up on menus across the globe, but it was invented at the historic hotel shortly after industrialist J. Graham Brown opened its doors in 1923. The hotel was popular with both tourists and locals because of its ballroom, featuring big bands and plenty of opportunity for dancing. Back then, executive chef Fred K. Schmidt needed a hearty, delicious dish to feed 2,000 hungry dancers each night.
And once you eat it, you realize all the different textures, the crunchiness of the bread, the buttery of the nice, beautiful brioche, the earthiness of the Mornay and the turkey, and the smokiness of the bacon. It's just a genius dish. We're ready to go, brother.
Executive chef Josh Bettis runs the Brown Hotel kitchen today. The Hot Brown recipe hasn't changed in almost a century, starting with that classic cheesy Mornay sauce.
We're going to get our pot on the fire. We're going to turn that up, but not too hot. We don't want to brown the butter.
Once the butter is melted, he adds flour to make a roux.
There, you can see by the color, it's just above blonde. Has a nice nuttiness. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our heavy cream.
Then milk is added, along with a generous amount of shredded Pecorino Romano cheese.
Mornay sauce is basically just a variation of a bechamel. So the difference is you have your cheese in it and you put your nutmeg in.
While the sauce cooks down, the assembly begins. Josh trims the crust and slices the house-made brioche.
What makes brioche such a lovely piece of bread is you can really taste the nice butter element to it.
The hotel slow roasts whole turkey breasts daily.
We're going to cut these into nice, about a half-inch thick slices. This is about 8 ounces of turkey.
The turkey is plated on the brioche with quartered tomatoes and popped in the oven for 10 minutes.
You see the toast has gotten nice and toasty. The tomatoes have wilted down a little bit.
The Mornay sauce is heaped over the top.
We're going to add our 2 strips of bacon, add a little bit of smokiness to it. We're going to go ahead and put this back in the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes. So here you are. This is an original Hot Brown.
Each day, the hotel's dining rooms are crowded with locals and tourists that come just for the Hot Brown.
The nice, wonderful, tasty Mornay sauce with toast points, with the turkey and the bacon on the top just really makes it unique.
The tomato just adds to it, the turkey, and then the bacon. So you need something there that just has a little touch of sweetness to it.
And when you bite into a Hot Brown, you're savoring a bit of history.
You come to Louisville, you don't have a Hot Brown, it's like going to Rome and not seeing the Colosseum.
While Hot Browns are unique to the Brown Hotel, for most Kentuckians, there is one food that's as ubiquitous as bluegrass: country ham, an aged ham that's cured for months in Kentucky farmhouses.
I love a salty flavor that hits you immediately, but it's got a little bit of sweetness.
Country ham is created by washing a freshly butchered hog leg in a salt-based rub and hanging it to cure. Most hams hang for 6 to 8 months. Some will cure up to 3 years. From Bentons to Broadbents to Newsoms, some of the best hams in the world are born in Kentucky. Country ham is to America what prosciutto is to Italy or Serrano ham is to Spain. In Kentucky, each country ham processor strives to give a signature flavor to their hams. So, breed, curing style, seasoning, and aging times vary. Those in the know venture out to this historic building on Taylorsville Road, 15 minutes outside of downtown. Over a century ago, it served as a buggy and stagecoach stop where people would load blocks of ice. Now it's home to the small family-run Morris's Deli. Morris's hams are cured especially for them. But that's just the beginning of the story.
We do an extra process.
Owner Chuck Morris trims off what's called the hock, or the knuckle below the knee. Then comes the Morris magic, boiling it with a mixture of white and brown sugar, salt, pepper, and a special seasoning sauce.
Can't tell you what it is, though.
The ham boils for 3 hours, rests on the stove for another 2 before being popped in the oven for 1 more hour.
Straight into the oven.
Baking caramelizes the coating on the exterior and seals in the juices. Deboning takes place as soon as it's removed from the oven.
You want to do this while it is hot, because once it chills, it will become tough. The sooner you bone it, the easier it is to debone.
He removes the bone without tearing up the meat.
That's hot. Up, back through, make a cut at the top, and then just work her out.
The ham is superbly delicious when it arrives at the shop, but from sandwiches to salads, the extra steps taken in the kitchen create an even more mellow and more sublime experience, according to cousin Frank Morris.
You can eat it hot, you can eat it cold. That's just fresh right out of the oven. It just has that aroma, it has that taste.
It's a sweet, salty ham. It's moist. It's got a great flavor to it.
The hands-down favorite way to eat Morris's ham is stacked on a sandwich, dressed any way you like it.
You always need to eat hot pickles before you leave. It's the best thing here.
The way I always have it is with mayonnaise and pepper. I get a little, obviously the salt texture, the sweet smoky taste on the back end.
On my country ham sandwich, I have lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, banana peppers, and pepper jack cheese. When I first take a bite of country ham, it's very salty and flavorful, and I'd say very filling.
It's salty, sweet. Just reminds me of my childhood, really.
Some Louisville classics have their origins in fancy hotels and country farmhouses, but Kentucky's favorite comfort food has its roots in the backwoods, not the back kitchen.